Morning, and thank you for watching the City of Janesville COVID-19 community briefing for April 3rd. This briefing is provided Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. My name is Dwayne Cherrick, and I'm the Planning Section Chief for this operational period. We'll begin this morning with information provided by one of our community partners, Superintendent of the School District of Janesville, Steve Pufall.
Thank you, Dwayne, and good morning to everybody. It's a pleasure to have an opportunity to address the community this morning. A couple of things I'd like to highlight. First of all, the food program that's going on in the district and around the community. We have 8 different sites around the community where students 18 years of age and under can come and get food. And so that runs Monday through Friday from 11 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And we're at Marshall, Craig, Edison, Parker, Van Buren, Wilson, Jefferson, and Madison elementary schools. In addition, there's a text-in service where we'll do deliveries. The last time I checked this week, we're probably up to serving about 12,000 kids, 24,000 meals, and that's just during the current week. And so that program is getting bigger every day. And so kids don't go hungry. It's available to anybody who lives in the city of Janesville. Doesn't matter whether you go to parochial school or whether you're homeschooled normally or whether you're a public school student. If you're 18 years of age or under, everybody's eligible to come and get that food. You get a lunch and a breakfast each time that you attend. And so please take advantage of that opportunity. The next thing I'd like to highlight is the school district is probably by next Monday going to have Wi-Fi hotspots installed in all 12 of our elementary school parking lots. We picked the elementary schools because we really have a neighborhood concept with our elementary schools, and so really no part of the city, no child is too far away from any one of our elementary schools. And so if you happen to not have Wi-Fi at home or reliable Wi-Fi at home or Wi-Fi that's fast enough to do video kinds of things at home, you'll have access by just getting out in one of our parking lots, again, starting next Monday. In addition to that, we're really excited about next Monday because next Monday is the launch officially for our online learning that will be going on in the district. Up to now, we've had a lot of optional resources available to students and parents. We're excited that as of next Monday, our teachers who have been really working tirelessly for the last couple of weeks to train and get ready will be launching online learning. The learning is going to be a learning for all of us, and so it's going to be a new way for students to learn. It's going to be a new way for teachers to teach, and it's going to be a different way for parents to support their kids who are learning as well. And so we ask for a bit of grace for all of us as we transition into really in the matter of 2 weeks changing how 1,500 employees deliver services to kids and how 9,700 kids who attend our district learn. And so we're excited about this. The program's built really flexibly so that it's not so much that, well, math class is going to be at 9 o'clock on Monday morning and everybody's got to be there. It's built to be flexible because we get everybody's home circumstances different. We have some of our high school kids who are providing daycare for younger siblings or neighbors, and they may or may not be available to learn at different times of the day. So really, the learning will be delivered in a really flexible way, and so it'll be able to adapt and meet the needs of different schedules and different homes. And so we're excited to move into this phase of delivering services to kids. And so let us know. We'll be looking for your feedback. We're going to learn together, and it might feel a little clunky at first because we've done this on the fly, but we're really excited that we're going to do some pretty amazing things for kids. Finally, the last thing I want to say is that the school district continues to work really closely with all of the other entities in the community. We're working closely with the city, with the police department. We're working closely with the business community. We're working closely with service agencies. Together we're better. That's the message, and there's no problem that doesn't have a solution if we're willing to think out of the box. And the school district's a partner with everybody that matters in the community to make sure that we come out better and stronger throughout this moment in our history. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Next, we'll review our incident objectives for the city's COVID-19 response, which include safeguarding the community, including our residents, businesses, and visitors, deterring the spread of COVID-19 within our capabilities, providing essential services to the community, safeguarding our City of Janesville employees, and preserving our city service power. We'll now hear from other members of our EOC leadership team, beginning with Situation Unit Leader Maggie Dar.
Thank you, Dwayne, and good morning. I'm Maggie Dar, Situation Unit Leader for this event. As of yesterday, April 2nd, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reported that there are 1,730 positive confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the state, 19 in Rock County, and we've had 1 death in Rock County. The city continues to monitor our staffing levels. Yesterday, 14% of our employee base was working remotely. And as you can imagine, this is not an option for many of our services like police, fire, sanitation, our bus drivers, and more. And we appreciate these employees for continuing to serve. We continue to monitor our levels of personal protective equipment, or PPE. In particular, we've changed the way that we're tracking our PPE levels for first responders. We look at our daily burn rate, how many, for instance, N95 masks is the fire department going through in one day, and then looking at how many days of supply we have remaining for each of those items. We continue to monitor things like our public infrastructure to make sure there's no significant issues, and we keep in close contact with our partners every day. Regarding groceries, if you are a high-risk individual, or maybe you're a single parent and have no choice but to take your kids with you to the grocery store, we'd encourage you to looking at delivery service from grocery stores. Many of them have this option. However, I would encourage you to plan ahead, because we are finding that some of the local grocers with the delivery service have a long backup period, because this is obviously a popular service right now. So some are booking out as late as 2 weeks. So please plan ahead for your grocery needs and use those delivery services if you can. Thank you.
Thanks, Maggie. Next is Janesville City Clerk Treasurer David Godak.
Thank you, Dwayne. Good morning. Dave Godak, City Clerk Treasurer. Just want to talk about the election on Tuesday. We're still having in-person voting on Tuesday. There was a U.S. federal judge that issued an order to extend the time that absentee ballots could be returned to me, but that's not going to affect the actual election day. So when you arrive on election day, if you choose to vote in person, we're asking that you please bring your own pen. And if you have one, wear a cloth mask or a non-standard mask. We're going to have social distancing. We've got marks on our floors. We're setting our polling places up now, enforcing that 6-foot social distancing. So be mindful of that. We've done our election inspector training. We're providing them with the PPE that they need so that they're protected and safe while serving the community as election inspectors. We're also going to have hand washing stations at the polling places so that as you enter, you can wash your hands, and as you exit, you can wash your hands. And we want everybody to take advantage of that. Talk just a little bit about the judge's order. What that order did was it extended the time to request an absentee ballot to 5 p.m. today from 5 p.m. yesterday. So if you haven't requested a mail-out absentee ballot, you can still do that. It needs to be in writing to my office today by 5 p.m. You can do that by email, by fax. You can drop it off. We'll still turn the ballots around within 1 business day, those requests. That's what we're at right now. In the news, I know there are a lot of communities that have backlogs. We don't have that backlog. We're running right at the 24-hour turnaround time required by law. But when you receive your ballot, you've got until April 13th at 4 p.m. to return it to us. So you don't need to run it down here and hand it in. You have time to mail it. We just need it by 4 p.m. on April 13th. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Now we'll hear from Public Information Officer Alan Luckett.
Good morning, everybody. For trustworthy, up-to-date information from the City of Janesville, please check often our city's website. You can see it listed below here on the screen. You can sign up for email lists there. So it's the email address or the website address you see below at the /email list. So if you go there, then you can get that email list and get our press releases. Also, there's also links at the bottom of our website that have Twitter and Facebook links, so you can follow us there. We have also created a unique COVID response or information page on our city's website. So if you go to the city's website, which is listed below on the screen here, and you go to the top of the screen, you can click on a little icon that says it'll say ci.janesville.wi.us/COVID-19. And that'll link you automatically to the page where they'll have the information. And it has a lot of good resources, some archived briefings that we have on a daily basis, also our frequently asked questions, and the CDC information, as well as business recovery information and more. Remember to get your information from credible sources. The City of Janesville trusts government-sanctioned sites like the CDC and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, FEMA, and others. If you have questions, please call the city's community support hotline. It's open daily from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. And that number is 608-373-6027. And throughout the rest of the broadcast this morning, we will also include that number. So please share this information with your family and friends, community groups, social networks, and anyone else that can benefit from these. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Next is Finance and Administration Chief Tara Semenchuk.
Good morning, Tara Semenchuk, Finance and Administration Section Chief for this operational period. The EOC response team has logged 2,967 hours to date, and we have captured expenditures of $158,035.52. Thank you.
Thanks, Tara. Next is Safety Officer Battalion Chief Ryan Murphy.
Good morning, Ryan Murphy, Safety Officer. We want to continue to emphasize washing your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially when you have been in public places or interacting with others. If soap and water is not readily available, use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. We should avoid close contact with people who are sick and create space between each other, at least 6 feet when you're outside your home. Formulate a plan if somebody becomes sick inside your household. If you choose to wear a fabric, non-standard mask or mask in public, please continue to maintain that 6-foot social distancing. For workplaces and residences, you should thoroughly clean daily with EPA-approved cleansers. For high-touch services, they should be cleaned at a higher frequency. And we want to emphasize also that everybody needs to maintain or continue to monitor your mental and physical health. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. Now we'll hear from Incident Commander Chief Ernie Rhodes.
Hey, good morning, Janesville. Happy Friday. This weekend, no parties. No parties, no block parties. Don't bring family over and meet in your house. You're not helping the situation. You may not be infecting somebody you know, but result of that action of a gathering, you could be hurting somebody that may have a compromised health system, and take it back to your home or your workplace and create a major impact. So please refrain from having any parties or get-together. Understand it's tough. I know through the stages of fatigue, you are going to experience a can-do attitude, like I got this, I can do this. You're going to be irritable, then you're going to be withdrawn, and then you're going to isolate. That's all normal. We've all done it. We're all going through it. Here's the key. Know it's normal. Know you're not alone, and know that you're with the rest of us. So do one positive thing. One positive thing. This weekend, I'm going to plant flowers in my yard. So that's cool, right? So think about that. One positive thing a day will get you through this, and I would encourage that. So I want to remind everybody to call our community hotline at 608-373-6027 if you need help, if you think a neighbor needs some help, if somebody needs some food or help getting their medications or have any questions at all. Current operations in the city's Emergency Operations Center, we are continually watching our staffing patterns, and they're really strong right now. We're hopeful they stay that way. We have full staffing on fire, full staffing on police, full staffing in public works, and also the city clerk's office is fully staffed to manage the absentee ballots and to continue with that continuity of government, which is very important to us and to everybody. Once again, give each other grace and have a good weekend.
Thank you, Chief. Our final brief this morning is provided by Janesville City Manager Mark Freitag.
Thanks, Dwayne, and good morning, City of Janesville EOC members, City of Janesville employees, and certainly members of our community that are listening in. I do want to say a special thanks to Superintendent Poofall for coming in and sharing what's happening in the school district of Janesville, and we'll continue to invite in our community partners every Friday during this this community briefing, and so we'll continue that service. I think it's important to kind of share some perspectives about what's happening across the community. The second thing that I want to just share with the community is that the City of Janesville is ready. We're prepared. If this stays the same, if it increases, it doesn't matter. We are prepared and ready. We are in a good place. I'm very, very comfortable with where the city is at in our ability to respond to COVID-19 and this pandemic. I would tell you that, this is week number 3. We're finishing up week number 3 of standing up our Emergency Operations Center. The first week was busy. I won't say it was chaotic because we were prepared, we were trained, we were resourced, and so when we activated the EOC, we came in and got down to business. But it was busy that first week. The second week, things started to normalize, and we got into our systems, we got into our routines, and we discovered that we needed to start distancing our EOC, and so we spread out our EOC across some city facilities, returned people to some offices, and then even sent some people to work from home. But our EOC stands ready, and it still continues to provide that level of service that both I need and certainly the incident commander needs to meet the needs of the community and to provide support for our 4 objectives. So I would tell you that, at the end of week 3, we remain ready, and we're even moving to a 48-hour operational period. If you come here, you're going to see, cool, calm, collected operations inside our City of Janesville Emergency Operations Center. And so kudos to the EOC team for all that they've done over these past 3 weeks. I would also tell you that our City of Janesville, as the incident commander provided, our City of Janesville team remains fully staffed, fully engaged, and responding as you would expect us to across the City of Janesville footprint. And so you're in good hands, certainly with the City of Janesville team. The next thing I would tell you is we're 3 weeks into this. People are tired, no doubt, and so enjoy the weekend, rest, relax, take a nap, get out and go for a walk. Every night when I drive home a different route to my house from City Hall, I drive through all sections of the city, and it is absolutely wonderful to see, people out walking our trails, people out walking in the block, and so I encourage you to do that. It's supposed to be a decent weekend, and so I hope that you can get out and enjoy, rest, and return to work if you're currently working next Monday. But certainly for our EOC team and our City of Janesville employees, take a break and come back in refreshed on Monday. Lastly, I'd just like to remind everybody, this is a behavior change for the community. We're going to find our new normal, and we need to change how we currently operate and what we're used to. And so, establish that new normal. Certainly adhere to safer at home guidance and orders that have come forward from the state, and have a great weekend. But remember, as Chief said, you got to be part of the solution set. You don't want to be part of the problem. And so we're going to stand tall. We're going to stand firm. We're going to stand together because we are Janesville strong. Thanks.
Thank you, Mark. This has been the April 3rd City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. The community briefing is provided Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Thank you for watching.